ladies, and welcome back to my channel. This is Beth from Style at a Certain Age, and this video is part of a 3-part video series that's being published simultaneously because on the blog I'm sharing all of my favorite things, whether it's skincare to makeup to hair care, but I've segmented each video into individual ones because otherwise it would just be way too long. So you've tuned into the skincare video, and so I'm going to show you a few of my favorite things that I use on a daily basis and a weekly basis. And I think one of the best things about being a style, fashion, lifestyle blogger is the amazing brands that you partner with and the amazing products that land in your, well, I would say in my inbox for an email, but actually they're sent to your home. So I did just want to quickly share with you products that I am just trying out, and these are luxury end products. And the amazing thing about luxury items, they're higher priced, but they come with this beautiful packaging. It's exquisite, as a matter of fact. I didn't even want to open this up. So this is from La Prairie. La Prairie is a very high-end skincare company, and they graciously sent me their Caviar edition. So I'm going to open this up and I'm going to show you, and I will tell you that I divide my skincare into a morning routine and an evening routine, and my evening moisturizer is typically a little bit heavier because I have all night for my skin to be nourished. But this is what it looks like, and it even has this little scoop. It's the Caviar, so we're scooping the Caviar out. I think that's very clever. So this is what actually I'm using at night. So this is the Cream Caviar Luxe by La Prairie. So this is it goes into my nighttime routine. So I'm going to start though with my daytime routine because I have just hopped out of the shower. I thought you might enjoy how I get ready from beginning to end. So I have my little PJs on still. My hair is wet because I'm going to reveal in the hair tutorial, I'm going to reveal my new do. We just zipped down to Atlanta the other day. I'm trying new stylists out. I've been on the hunt. Many of you know I've been on the hunt for the stylist since we moved here to Georgia. I had an amazing one in San Francisco. Tough shoes to fill, but I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that this latest do and this latest stylist is the one that I'm going to keep. So, but I'll reveal my hair in the third tutorial after we go through skincare. So, once I hop out of the shower, and many of you ask, what do I use to keep my legs tan? Because I rarely wear hosiery. And that's because we've lived in probably 75% of my adult life. We've lived in the tropics or very, very hot climates. And hosiery and hot climates just don't mix together. So I rarely wear it, but you have to, whatever you're comfortable with, if you're in a northern climate, maybe lived in Minnesota, you definitely need tights, you definitely need hose during the wintertime. But I'm here in Georgia, so this is what I use when I hop out of the shower to keep my legs tan. And this is Jergens Natural Glow. This is medium to tan skin tone, so I'm a fair skin person, so I've actually jumped up one shade, and that's just to give it a nice overall soft tan. So that's what I use on my legs, actually all over my body when I hop out of the shower. Not every day, but probably every other day. And then in between times, then I just use just a regular Jergens lotion to supplement that. So that's the first step. Then there's things that I use on a daily basis and then things that I use on a weekly basis. So I'm going to show you just what I do in the morning before I put my makeup on. So I'm going to start with an eye cream. I always put an eye cream on in the morning. I typically don't do that at night. I don't know why. Just something, a habit that I've gotten into. So this is Origins and this is ginseng. This is what I've been using recently. And I always use my ring finger, not always, but mostly when I'm putting any product on my face. Years ago that tip was given to me, and that is supposedly we just don't put as much pressure on our face with our ring finger as we would with our middle finger or pointer finger. So I just get that in really well into my eyes, okay? And I also will say too, so you're seeing, so I'm 58, almost 59, and I'm a product of the 70s where we loved to, you know, slather on baby oil, or who remembers Bain de Soleil? That came in a tube, you squirt it out, and it's basically like Vaseline and iodine. And we would go out, we would bake ourselves and flip, you know, from side to side. And I'm a very fair-skinned person, so I had a lot of sunburns. So I do have some sun damage, definitely from those years. And it's very, very hard to correct those without you know, cosmetic procedures or cosmetic surgery. And I have not had, I haven't had any Botox, so you can see the 11s here. You can see that I do have some skin damage. I have, you know, I freckled as a young girl and then all the sunburns. So I have the brown spots and whatnot. But I believe that there's something to be said about aging gracefully. So that's where I am in the process. Not that there is anything wrong with cosmetic surgery or procedures. I'm so thankful we live in a world where we have choices. We have choices with our hair color, we have choices, you know, with how we take care of our skin. So I think you always have to do what's best for you. But so far, so this is what I look like. And sometimes I scare myself, I'm like, okay. But this is what I look like at 58, and I just try to maintain everything with the latest and greatest skincare products. So, so like the eye cream that I just put on with Origins, it's really a really great product. What I'm using now, again, this is La Prairie, and so this is the Skin Caviar Liquid Lift. I really loved when it arrived at home, it had all these like little beads in it. So what you do is after you pop off the top, there's a little button here that you activate. So you pop that down, then you just shake it up, and then it turns into this liquid serum that, that you put on. So that's what I've been using in the morning time, and so I'm going to put 2 drops on, or maybe like a drop and a half. This is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see that. And then I will just advise, this has a fragrance to it, so if that's of a concern to you, I'm just letting you know it does dissipate. The fragrance completely goes away after about 30 seconds. But I always come along and I treat my neck lovingly, because our neck ages, I mean our hair ages, everything ages, and we just have to treat it with kindness. Who remembers that book? I love Nora Ephron, she wrote that book, I Hate My Neck. So I can kind of relate to that, because when I look, you can always see that your neck is getting wrinkles too. But that's just part of the ball game. Okay, so that's what I do on a daily basis. So now I'm going to share a few things that I do on a weekly basis, because there's other items that I like to bring into my routine, just not every day. So it is, oh, I think I forgot how I cleanse my face. So because I sat down, my face was already cleansed. So what I've been using now, this is also Origins. This is part of their 3-part Harmony series. So this is what I've been using on a daily basis. So I use it in the mornings. And it just really leaves my skin feeling very, very fresh and cleansed, because that's what you want a cleanser to do. But it's not an exfoliator, just a straightforward cleanser. But I do like to get an exfoliator into my routine, and I've had aestheticians, I like to have at least a monthly facial, and they always recommend getting some sort of exfoliation into your routine. So what I'm using now, so this is Malin Getz, and they have some really great items. So this is the clarifying clay mask, and it's an exfoliator. So you just kind of rub it on, and you can feel it scrubbing your skin, and then you let it set for a few minutes, and then you just wash it off. So I try to use this once a week, and it really just kind of pumps up your skin a little bit. I think that's the good thing about it. And then, you know, sloughs off some of your skin as well. What else I like to use from Malin Getz, so this is called the Resurfacing Glycolic Pads. And I would just kind of liken this to a little bit of it's kind of like a chemical peel, but not as harsh, because it's just a little pad, but you just you just take the pad and you just rub it over your face, and it just feels very cleansed. And you also feel like some things have been sloughed off from your skin. So I use that on a weekly basis as well. And did I cover everything? I think I did. So, so that's what I use on a daily basis for my skincare, and I'll link everything up over on the blog. I'm also talking about some other products that I use on a fairly regular basis, some that are not as expensive as the high-end like La Prairie. So check everything out on the blog, but I'll link everything up here, and I will see you on the next video, which is how to put my makeup on. See ya on the flip-flop.